I'm in my favorite place in the whole entire world, my motherfucking bed. Let's see here. So I think I'm gonna just start this off as far as the ritual update. Today is actually technically Mother's Day, okay, and I'm sure it's 3 hours ahead on the East Coast, so it's like 3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But just so you know, the ritual has been postponed till next Sunday. So the instructions are still going to go out by the end of this weekend or Monday. But yes, we're not going to be doing the ritual until next Sunday. So I know that I'm going to repost this everywhere I can and do a mail out too. So make sure everybody, gets that. But I thought I'd just come on here. I don't come on here too late anymore. Haven't been going live a lot, period. But in case for those of you who don't know which ritual I'm talking about, it's the Spring the Spell ritual. This is an identity ritual, okay? Enough fucking around. We're not just aiming at certain objectives. The whole point is we're using like your top three objectives. I'm talking about that you really desire, that you're tired of desiring. That's how fucking much. You're ready to be that guy or that girl or that woman or that god or that goddess. You're ready to be that. Nicholas Davis, shout out to you, sir. You're ready to be that. I was just saying, Brother Davis, that the ritual is being postponed till next Sunday. So I'm glad that one of y'all is going to hear it. I'll make sure everyone gets. I might see if I can like take a clip out of this and just email it to people too. But anyway, so that's what the ritual is about. But that's a whole lot simpler, oftentimes than it actually feels to be. Everyone struggles with slipping back into the old, if you will, into the old man, into the old woman. And, it makes things take longer. And sometimes it's like we almost inadvertently choose the older, limited self that we have been accustomed to up until now. And it's like the ideal you never really gets to come out and play and live and be as you. So that's what this is about. It's not just jumping in or quantum jumping into the version of you that you want. It's that, but it's staying there. And there's a lot of different tools and things that you can use to stay there. You know what I'm saying? Because the simulation, it's going to try and kick you out. Okay? It will. It's going to try and kick you out. All right. You have to already know that. And it's not so much even the simulations as it is like sometimes it's your old wiring too. You might have stimuli around your house, certain smells, certain things that just remind you of being in them lower states, maybe always being tired, feeling just hopeless, all that good shit, you know? So having the right tools, the right mechanisms in place, anyways, let me say that. So when you start to slip, it's all a dance of resetting, resetting, resetting. So we cast a spell one time, we capture that feeling, that fucking state of being, if you will. That's really what it is. Just one state of being amongst infinite states of beings that you have. And then we employ our dark matter daemon to come by and help you to stay on your square, especially when you need him the most. You know what I'm saying? So it's like having this supernatural kind of coach that travels with you, that is there for you based on, of course, who you claim that you want to be, that you know you are. It's not that you want to be, you already are that you, but it's just imagine being somebody, but then you have to live a lie. That's going to take your energy. I know, as a former piece of shit who used to be a manipulative piece of shit, who used to, lie to all the women in my life, that shit, yeah, you get away with it initially, and you do all that stuff, but it ends up taking your energy, your life force. You're not as strong as you were. You know what I'm saying? Um, I always kind of quote this, but there was, if you've ever seen the movie Mulan, it's about this chick. She's a real dope warrior, but she joins like the army, but the army only wants boys, men. So she fakes being a man, right? And there's this super duper witch who's like the enemy. So she finally gets her time in the sun to like go up against the witch. And the witch, of course, is like fucking reading her, right? And she's like, you're leaking, she said, you're leaking chi all over the place, basically, because you're living a lie. You know what I'm saying? Because she was using all that to try and fake being a dude. You know what I'm saying? So living a lie. And that happens to all of us. And that's happening to you if you're not, you know what I'm talking about. You can like already imagine like just doing much greater fucking things. We all can, right? So this is that real jump, but it's not about the jump. It's about how you land, how you stay there, so you can actually grow roots in your simulation right now, your reality. You know. So, anyways, there's a whole whopping 2 people. I didn't expect anybody to be on here. But if anybody is here, Brother Davis, do you want a card? Do you want a little message here? I'm kind of just in this weird mood. That's why I came on here. But if anybody wants to ask a specific question, that's where the magic really happens. You want to do that right here. Oh, you on the grind right now? Okay. I don't know exactly know what that means, but I do, but I don't. You know? Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying because I know you're one of the two. Whoever the other one is, they're not saying who they are. But I know you. And also too, there's going to be some changes, just so you know, as far as within the membership. And when we really get down to these group rituals, it's going to be extremely more refined. There are some questionables in the membership. Some people think they can just kind of slip and like buy their way in, the ops, if you will. But there's going to be a whole process coming up here right after the summer solstice. So when we're doing these really group rituals, the results are going to be just off the chain because we can do so much more plugged into the current together. I call it the current, but this is a new paradigm of sorcery. So that, you know, and I do want to break that down more and be more informative about that. So those who do connect or initiate into the current, they know exactly what they're doing. I don't want no one not knowing what they're doing. But there are some people that I know are not going to initiate because you're going to be exposed because I already know. I'm not stupid. All right. And I'm pretty much about done fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? But, anyways, oh, you're at work. I see. I figured that's what the grind was, but I'll just hand you a card, so. But yeah, this is a way to just X out all the fucking riffraff, fuckery, and fuck niggas that don't need to be anywhere near around what the fuck we're doing, and also to enhance that for those who are and who should fucking be there. You understand? So this is a cold game I'm in. Oh shit. Oh, I think I just broke my fucking clip. See, speaking of them fuck niggas, they tried shooting at me. No, I'm just fucking with you. Hold on, man. All right. I'm gonna put this Makes sense, exactly, man. And I know you are already a perfect fit, and it's going to just like I said, no fucking joke. How can I say this shit, bro? Like all the way up until now, I mean, a lot of people have gotten a lot of things out of these group rituals, and you know, they do kind of stack on each other, but now it's even more intentional. It's way more focused, way more concentrated. And yes, they do build off of the last one that we did, and that's how it's going to be, anyways. For momentum, it's important to get some momentum. All right, brother Davis, I appreciate this opportunity. I was gonna try and clip it to my chain, but oh fuck, where the other? I feel like my 600-pound life. You know how the niggas be on their beds and shit, and just like, wow, my remote. They got a fucking clip, one of them fucking things to like click the remote. That's how I feel. Like I don't want to move. Anyways, Lee Mott, hey, what's up, mom? There she is. See, I knew you'd make up for it, mama. I knew it. Okay, but Nicholas Davis, let's get a message going here for you, just for the fuck of it. Why the fuck not? We're here, right? And I kind of just feel like doing this, which is rare because I usually don't feel like doing this shit. Oh, go ahead and just take a deep breath, bro. Take a deep breath, brother, and let that shit all out, all that tension shit. Oh, by the way, what do you do? I mean, if I may ask, or are you like at the office doing credit reports and shit or something? Like, what's going on? About ready? It's almost done cooking. You ready? All right. The man is at the job right now. Oh, patrolling. I got you. Don't shoot nobody. If you do, at least record it. Show me. No. Huh. Okay, so just the basic impression that I got for you, sir, is there is something. I hear the word back to the drawing board, not to totally start over, but basically what you're one tweak away from something just totally like totally opening up, doing some shit that taking you to another level success wise. I feel like this may obviously have something to do with business or whatever, but the way it's coming through, it could be several things. It does feel something like a plan, and I kind of feel like in some ways there is a plan that you have that you've been waiting for a fucking missing piece, and you're gonna get that fucking piece, bro. And I'm telling you, like, it feels very familiar to me because for a while I've been waiting for this one fucking piece, brother, and it finally came. It finally fucking came, and it was bigger, brighter, and better than anything I could like conceive myself. So I'm not taking credit for it. So, oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Well, if that's what we're talking about, yeah, there's a tweak left, and I think it's I don't know. You probably don't know what the tweak is yet. You know, a pivot, somewhat. You know what I'm saying? And I think I told you this too, though. now is also the time to get in touch with your passion, because like I know the things that we were speaking about, I know you're not passionate about that shit. It sounds good. It's fucking ear candy, and I'm not saying that it can't work, and I'm not saying that it can't do what you can envision it to do. Um, there may there may be some soul searching there too. You know what I'm saying? As far as just something that you are more passionate about. I think I've said this before. I've met salesmen who aren't passionate about their fucking product. They're passionate about being salesmen. So it doesn't matter what they're selling. They just sell, you know. They just like the fucking sport of selling. Then you got others who are like they've been great salesmen because they love what they're selling. You know what I'm saying? But it's not an either or thing, it's an A and D. And whatever it is, there's something. I feel like there's some passion as far as professionally, bro. I really do. I don't know why every time I talk to you, like I get that. And it's the thing that it's the difference that makes the difference. I'm not even saying that the passion part needs to be like the only thing you're doing or anything like that. I'm just saying it's important. You know what? There's three other people on this bitch. If anybody would like a psychic hors d'oeuvre, a psychic hors d'oeuvre with me serving it live from my bed, then go ahead and just put your hand emoji in the chat. Don't just be a Lurkeisha. I swear. I don't know, bro, but does that make sense to you? I don't know. I understand like some of the plans, some of the moves. It's like, yeah, they make logical sense. We're moving out of the realm of logic, though. I'm just letting you know that logic, what we call logic, is so limited. If you would like a psychic order, put your hand in the chat. Don't be a motherfucking herb. They want to just stare at me in my bed, bro. You know what I'm saying? uh, so if you like one, go ahead and put it up. If not, fuck you then. No. Lee, I'm so glad that you chimed in, mommy. Let me put you on the wall of fame. Hallelujah. I'm gonna have to ask you. I don't know, because like you might be exceeding the fineness capacity in one fucking single chat room, Lee. All right, just so you know. What did you say? I found out I got a green thumb. Yeah, I mean, look, man, I'm just telling you, I know this for a fact. So don't worry, Lee. I'll be right with you. I just gotta say this. Maybe now this is an opportunity for me to say it another way. I've said it like three different ways, but there's just another way for you, man. There is another way. Once again, I'm not saying either or. It's an A and D. You can't do this and you can't do that. But one of them is going to really fucking light you up. It's also going to like feed you. Like I said, so that's what that passion does. And I see you making moves and you made some cool moves. But some of these moves are like just based off of like, oh, I can make this much money. I can do this. And I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking the hustle. But there is more. That's all I want to tell you. Okay, Lee, I want you to go ahead and just take a nice deep breath. Can you do that? I think you can. Like from your belly. And just go ahead, pull that breath in all the way to the top. Hold it. Just hold it. You good girl. Hold it. Okay. Now let it go. All the way out. And there's a special significance about the sound ah. Like when you breathe in, you're just like, like it does relax your fucking nervous system, which opens you up. There's tension and fear and all that good stuff. Yeah, those things cut stuff off. Hey, John, no, you can't pass that chance. I can finally read your comment. All right, you ready? I'm doing this one-handed. That's what she said. All right, let's give it a good split. And you. Okay, just a moment here, Lee. I got your card. I'm gonna show you what the fuck it is right now. Mhm. Lee, there's a conversation you gotta have. Um, I don't know if you've been avoiding it or you just haven't had the chance. Conservatively, why Sagittarius men do too much? Oh, we got a fan. Love it. Anyways, Mom, we need to have a conversation. I feel there's something that you need to get off of your chest or you need to say, you got to express. I don't know if this kind of conversation has been intimidating. I'm not going to sit here and lie like I know who. All right. But it's somebody you need. It's somebody you need. There's somebody you need to say something to. And the reason why, it's because right now it's almost as if you have handcuffs, or so, it's in a way, it's kind of like a handcuffy situation. Energetically, you're like handcuffed, and you need to. This would be like just ka-ching. You know what I'm saying? I'm just fucking with you conservatively. Uh, yeah, but that's something you definitely need to do. I just feel like there is a conversation. Maybe it's been a conversation a long time coming. My husband Sagittarius got you hot right now. That's just funny because I am like the ultimate Sag, and I'm a Sag sandwich. So like, I thought maybe it was just one of my favorite Sag haters, but no, I understand. We can rub you the wrong way. Lee, are you receiving that, sister, in the name of Jesus? Hallelujah. I'm giving you the I-19, the I-19 all over you. I am a December Sag. And ladies and gentlemen, oh wait, hold on. I haven't had the chance to. I literally have anxiety thinking about it. Once you do, baby, once you do, I say in the spirit, yes, Lord, it's like freeing shit up for you. A lot of things are bound up for some reason. I feel the tension. I feel your anxiety all the way down to your little toes. But all that will, as intimidating as that is, it has to be done. You got to do it, at some point in time, no pressure. But yeah. When's his birthday, conservatively correct? You better take care of that horsey man. You know what I mean? I really need that. Let me see. Lima, I'm over here for you, sister. I'm shooting it all over you, sister. I'm ejaculating the lards. 19, hallelujah. But I can send my shoulder behind her. You felt that? You felt that like that chilled and bumps, as if like I'm like real close to your neck or something, that kind. Because this auric field is a motherfucker. Like, telling you, they don't call me Fenny Kravitz for nothing. Will my fiance return? Hey, DeJohn, You know what? Um, if you want to ask a specific question, oh shit, let me see. This is how we do specific questions, but since I am a generous God, I'm going to answer your fucking question. Because why? Because I can and because I feel like it. Okay? I'm feeling kind of jovial today. So, Dejan, you're asking too, though, buddy. Okay? I'm just going to kind of give you the first half. All right? So let's put you on the wall of fame. Now, Dejan, this is what I need you to do. All right? First off, get fucking comfortable. Just get comfortable. Second, I need you to take a nice, slow, deep breath in all the way to the top. So you can't take in no more breath. Oh, wait, before you do that, uncross your hands and your feet. Make sure your arms and your legs ain't crossed. Not that it matters because being one of the best, that's not going to stop me. It's like, but it just makes things more optimal as far as your energy. All right. Conservatively correct. I will have to get back to you. Just let me do this right here because I like talking shit. And as you know, I'm a sad, so you know I'm gonna talk some shit. Okay, you know we like talking shit. All he wants is sex. Well, do you blame him? You got the good box or what? I'm presuming this is also like a heterosexual thing, like a heterosexual marriage. All right, John. Oh, John, you know what? Go ahead and just gaze into this eye for a second. Don't stare. Just gaze, like you're looking through, like you're daydreaming. It just happened to be this fucking eye. All right. Now, Will, I'm gonna say John. You're not only John, you're the John, right? Is that your actual name? It don't matter. Don't matter. Will the John finance? Will the fiance return? The John, will your fiance return? Will your fiance? Will your fiance return? What did you do to John? Will your fiance return? We're gonna give you a quick 3 card. Yes or no? I may be a more generous God and like maybe read between the lines on certain things. But I'm gonna give you just your yes or no. Will your fiance return? John, did you get busted lying? Or did she get busted lying? Somebody got busted in a lie, in like pretty much a half truth. So they were hiding some shit. And I could see how your home is all topsy fucking turvy right now. And you don't feel emotionally safe for shit. Yeah. And just just to keep things simple, Lee, baby, I will be right there. Just hold on a second. DeJohn, just to keep things simple, more black, no, more red, yes, right? That's the bottom line. That's the basic, right? Well, check out your shit. Your shit's a mess, DeJohn. It's a mess. And you know what else? Yeah, there's something coming up here that's going to be a major fucking like karmic type of shift thing. Like, in other words, like it's fading with this situation. Like, you may even be thinking, how can this get any fucking worse? Um, so these are your cards to John. You have the three of spades, you have the four of hearts, and you have this good old fashioned joker right here. This joker is a major one. This is like some shit happening, like a lightning strike. I'm I'm leaning. Just a moment. Jokers are also very cloaked energy a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like they're saying none of your business, or they're saying you don't need to be saying anything, so we're going to give you a joker, because sometimes just a few words can put something in somebody's head and that can change a whole bunch of things, you know. I'm actually right now, you're in this weird space, this liminal space of potentialities, right? On one potentiality, no, the shit's not, she's not going to come back, right? On another potentiality, yes, but, and there's a huge but. Like, I'll just put it to you this way. And I honestly feel things are going to get worse before they get better. I guarantee you that. So either which way you go, is there's going to be kind of like a foot in your ass as far as the situation is concerned. But uh, if it does like change around and stuff, it's like going to it's going to take you. It's going to take you somewhere, places, spaces inside that you've never even like considered. You know what I'm saying? Whatever this is, it's going to be, if there is a reunion, it's going to be very transformative. If you have to go on your own, it's still going to get worse. There's still sometimes, you know, when you break up with somebody, there be like after echoes and shit, and or even you hearing things about them or seeing things about them in case you go stalking on their fucking Instagram or their social medias and shit, and you start seeing their little updates. It's going to change you, man. This whole situation is going to change you, but I think it at the end of the day, it's for the better. You know what I'm saying? The John, did you hear what I said? You take that off. Yeah, sorry meant him stalking me. I don't want him back. However, need to release him from my energy. I can feel him. I would definitely have this. And you know what also too, when you do have the conversation, when you do, I'm leaning right now. Sorry, hold on. John, I'm leaning right now a little bit more to the no. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm leaning. I can also see other probabilities though, and I'm like, if it does though, like for whatever happened or whatever you're about to discover, also may have happened while y'all was together or something like that. It's you're gonna have to become like a hell of a dude to like take somebody back, you know, or whatever the case is. It's gonna be major changes. There's no escaping that. Lee Mott, when you do have that conversation, don't be attached to any particular outcome. Don't be attached to, well, if I say this to him, I want to see this kind of response on it. Just say it for you. Get it off your chest, get it out your system. You can even kind of ritualize it like it's yeah, a conversation could be a ritual. You know, this is my grand finale. A lot of times we don't get grand finales in these day and on these dating streets now. People just disappear. And I mean, I'm not casting stones. I'd be disappearing too. Shit. But you dig what I'm saying? I believe he's out of my energy. I can start having good reading. You don't even need readings. You're gonna be making good and you don't necessarily like have to do that first also, like, but it's gonna help. It's like a release. All tension needs a release, you know what I'm saying? I'm curious, did any of that resonate with you? And I don't care if it did, because it will. It always does. But I understand it's kind of like closure for you. And, sometimes the opportunity to say what you wanted to say. Because if we were on our deathbed, we would not regret what we did. We regret what we didn't do. So just like I always wanted to fucking tell you this. Yes, you can like write a letter and burn it. You could do this, you could do that, and that can be just as effective. But to be able to look that fucking person in the face, or at the very worst, like at least have them on the phone, and tell them exactly what the fuck you need to say. That could be magical. All right. It says there's 3 people on here. A whole whopping 3. If anybody else would like a psychic hors d'oeuvre, it's 1 card, and it's whatever the message is from the 1 card. I don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. But if you want one, put a hand emoji in the chat. Put a hand emoji in the chat. I'm going to take it, Lee, that you left him. No, I know you heard the jump. I was just wondering if, like, did anything I say to you resonate with you? Out of pure curiosity. You left him. Okay. Yeah, you definitely got stalker energy. I'd be stalking you. Because I'm not used to being left. You know what I'm saying? I've never been left. I've always been the one to leave. So I'm like, oh, bitch, you left me? What? Like, no, I'm fucking with you. I mean, I'm not, but I am. So I'm making sure you smile before you hit the sheets, before you hit the astrals. You know what, Lee? I'm gonna fuck with you. There's nobody else is at this point anyway. All right. You already know, just go ahead, take your little breath. Take your little breath. Uh-huh. You're one. You know what, Lee? This is what I'm gonna do for you. Just because, why not? Ask me a question. No psychic hors d'oeuvre for you. A question. Let's do a question. For the rest of you, if you want to get your own question, and I mean, I'll really go into it, then you want to do this right here. You see where I'm fingering? You see where I'm fingering? Yes, right there. Boom. No, I said if it was me and you left me, yeah, I'd be like, I might stalk you for a second, but I'm a Sag. I'm gonna get bored and I'm gonna just be on to the next. But like if you was the one that got away, because I've never been left. I've never been left. I always am the one who leaves. And I'm not saying that it means anything. That's just the way it happens to work out. And plus, it's the old showbiz adage, always leave them wanting more. You know what I'm saying? So hit me with a question. Let's play. Lee. Limat. What is your question, Limat? I don't even be on here this late. Like, where are all the insomniacs? Will I eventually find a good, healthy relationship which will lead to marriage? Let's put that on the thing. Before I even answer that, I'm so tempted just to be like, I don't know, will you? Because that's up to you. So it really is, it sounds corny, but it really is about alignment and understanding and knowing that you can have that. I feel like there's a part of you already that just don't believe that shit. Because you're going to reference your past and like say, well, in the past, I never was quite able to find what I want. But you know, the past does not equal your future. At some point in time, you never walked in your existence, and then you started to walk. Right? What if when you was a little baby, you were like, well, I've never walked before. Why should I believe I can now? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really up to you. What I'm going to do is just kind of go off your energy. And based on your energy, I'm looking at the trajectory, of things for you. That's what I'm doing. I got to get in, I got to get in them cheeks sometimes, and correct because it's like, it's not up to me. It's not up to these. We're just gauging the energy. And then based off the energy, I can tell you where you're going. And a lot of times some startling, accurate things that could show up and stuff like that. But ultimately, it's yours. It's your creation. You're the writer, director, the star. You're all of that. So you tell me what you gonna write in the fucking script. You know? I can and stop. I can hear you typing already. Enter scene like Shango walks in just a towel like this. Please, please, let's keep this PG. Okay? You making this into another movie. All right, so Lee, real quick. I know you already took your breath, but just go ahead. Go ahead. Let's get into this. All right. Let's continue to let your breath take your flight. Nice relaxation. What you want to drip is I am connected to you. All right. So, question: will Lima find a good, healthy relationship, which is marriage? Will Lima find a good, healthy relationship that leads to marriage? Will relationship that leads to marriage one more time? Will Lima? Let's check. What's wrong with my sound? Can you not hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check 1 2. Oh, that's right. It's acting stupid, isn't it? It sounded like a fucking robot. There's nothing I can do about that. Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, this thing be acting fucking dumb. It acts stupid, which is why I'm going to get another platform to use besides this bullshit ass fucking platform. It makes me sound after like a while, the audio starts to go out. It's hard. It's hard. All right. That sound better? Okay. I'll keep that right here. Where did this shit go? All right. I was shuffling on this before I was interrupted. Oh, it's just you and me right now. All right. So will Lee eventually find a healthy relationship which leads to marriage? All factors known and unknown, all variables known and unknown, revealed to me now. And reveal also what I need to say. All right. All facts and no cap. All facts and no cap. Here we go, Lee. I'm just gonna give you three. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Yes, you will, Lee. You absolutely will. There is some, how can I say this? Just before I go on, can you hear me though? You can hear me good? You can hear me okay? I'm waiting on your answer because I don't want to get into this and then like I don't. You can't hear me. Can you hear me? Okay. So yeah, here's your answer for that. Ten of hearts, seven of clubs, three of hearts. This is the main one that I'm like, these other two are great. You know, the three of hearts, it's not reversed. This represents a growing kind of love, you know. I also think this conversation may have a little tiny piece to do with it, but this is probably one of the most important parts of that whole thing was the seven of clubs. The seven of clubs is like about what you believe to be true for you, about what you believe to be true is possible for you. And I think that there's a lot of different ways to do that, right? Some people go after the individual beliefs. What do I believe about this? And they try and look for limiting beliefs. Not really my style because you can be doing that forever. I like to assume a new identity, and then if there was any, okay, let's use you for example. You becoming already like you can actually become the woman who has the ideal relationship, which You're married. Let's just call a spade, right? You're married. That's what you want. So this you doesn't believe certain things that maybe this version of you does. Like all men are this. I gotta be careful. Men fucking lie. I can't trust no one. All this other shit. The one who's successfully married has a whole other paradigm. Does that make sense? So what I'm saying to you is, however you do it, there are some things like we all have beliefs from past, right? We had certain experiences, and then all of a sudden we think, well, one plus two equals three. Like it must mean this, about the world or about ourselves. And as we need beliefs because that's all they are. That's all they are is beliefs, first of all. But yeah, I think the bulk of the work is going to be what you allow yourself to actually know is possible for you, and allow that shit in because there is a part of you that's not letting it in. Okay. But other than that, yeah, there will be I feel like in a way you've already done, in a way like you've already, I'm speaking to the you that's already done this, or to the you it's like none of this was even a factor for me. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm speaking to the married you, all right? And I'm also, hey, you remember when you met that guy and you may not even have known like, oh, this is the one or whatever, but then things started to progress, the love started to blossom and all that good shit. Yeah, you're definitely headed for something though. Or something's headed for you, like a relationship is what I'm saying. A particular person, definitely. And this person will probably also, and once you meet this person, they're going to challenge what you believe to be true. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you want to be rich and you're hanging around broke people, they talk a whole lot differently than if you're in a room full of millionaires, multimillionaires and shit. It's a whole other conversation, you know? Well, we're talking about millionaires of love. You're rich in love, you know? But no, I definitely see. And for some reason, I think this conversation that you need to have kind of like is a little piece of that puzzle. Because I think this conversation also is a way of you like standing up for yourself too, you know, in some way, as opposed to being like passive and just letting shit slide. You know, it is what it is. That's the past. No, if you have something that you want to say, you should say it. You should. That's what I have. You'll be there. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking. I feel I've been burnt out of love so many times that I lost all. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. And I'm not saying you ain't been through some shit, but it in no way means anything about your fucking future, you know, or what you're capable of or what's possible for you. And a lot of that shit that you commentary that you have about the things that happen to you, a lot of that shit is a fucking lie. As far as, oh, you're never gonna find someone. Oh, oh, this world is just so fucked up. Everybody in this world is so fucked up. Like, that's a lie. It's a lie. Are there fucked up people? Of course there are. But are there wonderful fucking diamonds hidden out there amongst? whatever? Absolutely. Can you find one or be found by one? Absolutely. Anyhow, we're gonna probably pack this up in a second. So if you won't, let me take you off the wall of fame. If you want to ask a question, to pose your question, then this is what you want to do. See that? PayPal.me/Sean Ray, $4 Ray Sean Go. And get in depth before. If not, I will be packing it up. I think I'm gonna make some salmon and rice. I think I'm gonna make some salmon and rice. There's 3 heads here on this late night. I know it's like 4 in the morning on the East Coast. I'll tell you what, I'll do one more psychic res. What is a psychic hors d'oeuvre? I'm so fucking glad you asked. Basically, it's a 1 card reading. Whatever the message is what it is. It's not a question. You don't get to ask no fucking question unless you do that. But you can sample the product through a psychic hors d'oeuvre. It was fun playing with you, Lee. I wish you nothing but the best. Now, either y'all are fucking shy. Like, who wouldn't want a psychic hors d'oeuvre from Shango fucking Ray? Who wouldn't? When people pay a lot of money, and here you have a fucking opportunity to just, our paths can intermingle ever so briefly. And what do you want to do? Just fucking sit there and stare? Thank you, mama. That's really what you want to do? Huh. It's free, you know? You know what I feel like when I say shit like that? I feel like that motherfucker in Costco. It's like, would you like an hors d'oeuvre? They're free. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that. You're very, very welcome. Lee. Very welcome. And it's Lee, I expect you to like let me know when you have that conversation. You better not forget, or I will find you in the astral realms. Okay? You must give me the update. Alrighty. We're gonna go and go and gone. Like with obviously with excluding you from this, Lee. If you'd like a psychic hors d'oeuvre, maybe you don't fucking speak English. I'm not sure. Um, if you'd like a psychic hors d'oeuvre, you just gotta put a hand emoji in the chat, and I'll produce a psychic hors d'oeuvre, which is 1 card and just whatever the message is. You must not want a message though, huh? That's fine. You better. I get so many people. It's like, oh my God, you said this and that would happen, and I didn't believe you when you told me. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I don't even ask. Did that? I mean, sometimes I'll be like, did that resonate? Like hit me right now already, but I already know it's going to. So I can give a fuck whether people whatever. I know the shit gonna hit. It's gonna hit. So, Lakeisha, what, you don't want a message, Lakeisha? I'm gonna give you a fucking message, Lakeisha. Okay? Do you want a fucking message, Lakeisha? I'm gonna give it to you. You don't want to put your hand in the chat? Give me a message for Lakeisha's bitch ass. You know what, Lakeisha? You may find, Lakeisha, that your road is blocked. And it's gonna seem like almost like I'm doing a pantomime, like, oh my God, like there's a wall here, like I cannot break through. Is there something here? Yeah, it's gonna feel like that. I'm not making it up. Here's another thing there, Keisha. Watch out for that physical confrontation. There could be an altercation on the horizon with your neighbor. You never know when you get into an altercation, what exactly is going to happen. But yeah, it's time to clean it up. Look, time to clean it the fuck up. All right. Anyhow, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much about it. I'm gonna go make me my salmon, my fucking broccoli, and my fucking rice, jasmine rice, too, on top of that shit, because I feel like it. But anyhow, I hope I hope you don't. I hope you get out of that shit. Lurk. Hope you get out of that. That doesn't suit you. Well, actually, it kind of does, but it suits me and everyone else. I want to say salute, shout out to everybody, and we're the fuck up out of here.